Dropping dimes on the court, it's all about the hoops. Daby, Cabby, Dutch boy, fresh got the scoop. Bet your bucks on the game, make your heart loose. Listening to Buck Sports Radio, feel the truth. Let's go. In the city where winners never lose the roots. Spotlights on us, yeah, we remain aloof. Cash flow, dreams glow, we aim to prove. Our hustle and grind, watch us all improve. Sports Radio, you got the line. Basketball vibes, we redefine. The moves on live, that's our sign.
Good morning. Happy Saturday. And what a wonderful Saturday to be here. All about the hoops, the starting five. Me, my guy Stacks, Wine Time here, already ready to kick it off. We got more cappers going to jump in here soon. Guys, it's Elite Eight. I mean, fuck. We've been doing this every Saturday all year. Now we're here. It's the Elite Eight. It's time. Stacks, you ready for this, man?
Yeah, I know I'm ready. I couldn't wait. Starting to get sad, depressed. This shit about to be over. Got to make the best of it. Like, we was just talking about it like it was getting ready to start. Now it's over, but
crazy.
I can't wait. I got action on both of these games today. We was talking about it backstage. I'm looking at something tomorrow, but I'm ready to have a day.
Man, that was a rhetorical question, I'll be honest, too, because Stacks, for everybody who doesn't know, he sends me his bets early, man. I get those bets early. He's up, ready to go. Wine Time. How'd the Sweet 16 treat you? You ready for this Elite Eight, baby?
Yes, sir. I got that cash with Tennessee last night. I was on Ole Miss on the money line. I didn't even take them on the spread. I just took them on the money line, got the L, but shout out to everyone that cashed with them. But yeah, I'm ready to go for today, man. Had a really good day on the diamond yesterday. Had a good day in the hoops in the NBA as well. So ready to get to it, man. And like Stack said, kind of bittersweet, man, because it's exciting times for basketball, but at the same time, it's like the shit's ending here pretty soon. So it's been a blast doing this with you guys per usual, man. I've been on every Saturday with my guy Daby Cab since August, man. It's crazy. We're rocking and rolling. So it's been a good time.
Through the tailgate, the starting five, and here we are now in the Elite Eight. We've been having Stacks here with us every week too, man. Shout out to Gorgon dropping a $2 dono. He said he's got Florida money line, Alabama plus 7.5, and then he's got Houston and Auburn money line for tomorrow. We're gonna hit all those. We're gonna hit tomorrow also. Gorgon will talk on it a little. I don't know if everybody's got bets yet, but we'll at least get opinions on tomorrow's games, and we definitely have bets on today's games. Shout out Wine Time, man, up on stage with us and dropping the $19.99 dono to get this action blessed, man. Sweaty Butcher in the chat. Prime Cut, absolutely killing it. Good to see you, Sweaty Butcher. Rob Free Bands. Rebecca Evans, Gravy Betts. Man, Kent Davies, good to meet you at Pubapalooza 4, man. This is it, man. We're here for the Elite Eight. Like I said, we got more cappers that are going to come on. So there's no time to waste. Even though we only got a handful of games, let's get right to it, man. Let's jump right to the action. If you guys can, hit the like button, share the video, get it out there. Today might not be as long as usual, obviously, due to the game selection, but it's going to be more intense and more to the point than usual. So we got a lot going on here. Let's get this thing up here.
We're getting a whole lot of donos now, man. We got to take a shot here, start up the shot. It's only 7:52 over here, West Coast time. I know my guy Stacks has already got one poured up.
Hey, yeah, there's our guy Big O dropping the $9.99 dono too, man. Yeah, cheers to you, Big O. Oh, shit, my bottles. I'll go grab a bottle here in just a minute. I'll grab one in just a minute and join you guys. Shout out Big O, man, with the $9.99 dono. For real, man, you guys that drop these donos and that have memberships, we say this, but I hope you understand you're the reason why this channel is here. We don't sell you guys picks. We don't sell anything. We just say, hey, if you can get a membership or if you can dono, we appreciate it. And it means the world, Big O. So thank you, my dude. Thank you, everyone. Anton Harris coming in. He says he's got Bama Duke over 173.5. If you like the over, you like Bama, Anton. I would think maybe you think Bama could keep it close if you like the over. But I digress, man. We got it on screen here. We got to fix this. Hold up, because Stacks can't be cut in half. Sorry, Stacks. I just noticed that. That didn't fix it.
I thought it was me.
No, I don't know what I'm doing with these graphics, bro. They change them every week, bro. If they would just leave the same stuff up there, it's like Jose and Big Show getting a fight for which graphics are allowed to be there. There we go. There we go.
Yeah, I was just adjusting. I thought that shit was me.
Got it. I think that shit works right there. Everybody in the chat, let me know if it's a problem. If it's good, awesome. If it's a problem, let me know. But here we go, man. Texas Tech, and we got somebody on stage. I'm gonna bring or backstage. I'll bring up here in a minute, but I want to go ahead and intro this. Texas Tech, man. I mean, if you had the money line against Arkansas, shout out to you because that worked out. But if you had that, what was it, 5.5 one time? I think
it was 5.5. Yeah.
Yeah. If you had that 5.5, you got burned. What I will say is, tip of the hat to Tech to bring that game back because it sure seemed like Arkansas had control of that until Arkansas did what Arkansas's done all year and just went cold, didn't hit very many shots at the end of the game. And then Tech brought it back. We've talked about Williams, we've talked about Toppin, we talked about Hawkins. A lot of these players for Tech, Wine Time, you put me on early in the season, right? I mean, they're a very, very good team. So to see a 7.5 is wild. Now, Florida on the other side, this team they're senior led, right? They've been there, done that. I think a lot of people close to the program expected exactly what's happening with Florida right now this season, whether you're talking about Walter Clayton Jr. helming the offense or Richard, who we hit last game on the 3 prop. Martin is another player I've been talking about. Condone. I mean, this team is just stacked. Florida is stacked, honestly. And speaking of stacks, I think Stacks hit this on the head, right? It seems like they're waving a 7.5 right in front of our face. Like, hey, you want this 7.5 with Texas Tech? Come get it, right? Because that's a wild line for this. I probably would have put it at 3.5 or 4.5 for Florida if I made the line. Don't have a side bet, guys. I do have a prop in this game, and I can't wait to hear what you guys have bet. And I love the prop that I have bet. But I want to go ahead and bring up our fourth guy that might have some insight on this game here. He has been absolutely dominating college basketball of late. And I got to say, I appreciate the hell out of him because he didn't want to get up here on stage earlier in the season because he didn't feel like he was winning enough. I mean, I don't know if winning enough is the word. He wanted to dial in what he's doing before he came up here and gave it to you guys. He doesn't just want to come up here and give it to you. And now he is absolutely dialed in. He killed it on Medicate Monday, and he's going to kill it today. Let's get our guy up here, Kong's Clips. Kong, what up, what up?
Sorry, I was muted. What's up, guys?
What's
Top of the morning to you.
What up?
Get
What
you
up,
right
bro?
in the middle, Kong. I didn't know. Is this the game that you had your bet on that you were telling me you wanted to come give? Or do you have multiple?
Yeah. Well, I have. There's a way I've been attacking college basketball, bro, and yeah, this is part of my bet.
Hell yeah. All right. Well, I tell you what. Why don't you go ahead and take it? Let us know this part of the bet. Then Stacks, I'll let you give your opinion. Then Wine Time, let us know. And then I'm going to wrap it up with my props. And I got questions for the chat and everybody on stage here because I've got one bet in this game, and I might make 2 more, but I need some opinions on it. So let's hear it, Kongs.
All right, so I've been attacking the money lines in March Madness and slaying shit, bro. When money lines are a little too big, I'm putting my bets out. I'm taking multiple money lines, and it's super effective. I am on Duke and Florida money line minus 119. It's a $200 play. Sad that the college basketball is coming to an end because I started hitting my stride right here when March Madness started. Didn't want to come out early in the season and give out my plays because college basketball's never really been my thing. But I dove in, got rid of my NBA action, and started hammering college basketball, bro. And I think I have a new sport. I've been on a legendary run.
Since I started doing this publicly, I haven't had it more success in anything other than college. College basketball has been the most success I've had. And it's a catch-22 because this season, guys, I don't know if y'all know this, but I dug a little bit of a ditch this season in college basketball. I am finally out of it. I am in the green, and I literally hit the green in the tournament here. Like I just got back to the green just now. So I got to keep it rolling, and I'm glad this tournament's paying off. Frustrating for the full season. But glad to be here now, seeing it where I'm at. Hey, we got one more guy backstage, and I want to go ahead and get him up here too. And then Stacks, Wine Time, I want to hear y'all's thoughts. Guys, we only have – it's the Elite Eight. We only have a handful of – 4 games to talk about for college basketball. So we might as well get as many opinions, as many thoughts as we can on the game. That's why I'm not going to wait and go ahead and get our guy up here who I know is going to bring the heat for us. He also might have something, whether it's WNBA or NBA or UFC. He might have something else for you guys too. So let's go ahead and get up here. Billy the Kid.
Regulators!
But you can't be any geek off the street. Gotta be handy with the steel, if you know what I mean. Earn your keep.
You didn't mention kneecap.
I mean, Billy's intro's up there.
Man, I hate to be the guy. I know everybody's hyped for the men's tournament today.
Oh,
Fucking telling you, I swear to God, I put my hand on the Bible. If you really fuck around with the women's college basketball tournament or the college games, you'll find that shit 110 times easier to bet on than the men's college basketball tournament. That it's not even fucking close. Tap in. Women's college basketball tournament is resuming today. Bro, all jokes aside, bro, every time I go on these shows, y'all niggas be laughing and shit. And every time
I ain't laughing, bro. Give us a winner.
Bro. Y'all was laughing on Medicaid Monday. Y'all was like, yo, Bill hungover. Nigga, UNC blew them niggas the fuck out, man. I'm telling you. Y'all niggas keep on laughing and these shits keep on cashing, man. Women's college basketball is really where that shit's at, bro. I swear to God. Put that on my mind.
Stacks I'm not laughing at you, Billy. I'm laughing at Stacks, first off. Second, bro, I know how you feel. Motherfuckers think it's cute to be on the other side of me, and I've been on a run in college basketball, so I get it.
Hold up real quick, though. I'm laughing because it's hilarious. But I'm not laughing at him because I tell that North Carolina women's. And for him to come on here, I want to pick. That's why I'm laughing, because I'm the same way. I don't cap it, but I want his picks because I definitely took that North Carolina plus 1.5 that he gave out last week. That's why I'm laughing.
I feel like the lines for women's sports in general is nowhere near as sharp as the lines for the men's sports.
Bro, it's so Tom just hit the nail on the fucking coffin, bro. The lines are so fucking weak. Bro, they put a South Carolina game up yesterday. They're 19.5-point favorites, bro. They won the game by 4 to 5 points, bro. That's wild, bro.
All right. I'll make you a deal, Billy. Kong, Stacks. I'll leave the end of the show for the women's. How's that sound?
Beautiful.
Yeah,
Kev,
I've got some other action too and some other sports. So whenever it's cool.
Yeah, at the end of the show, we'll let Billy break those games down, and then if we have NBA, you guys can break that down. UFC, I would definitely want to touch on that, guys. And while we're on UFC, go to PubSport. You can have 2 tabs open. You don't got to leave, or you can leave and come back. Go to pubsportsradio.com on your phone. First off, not just for this tournament, because the website's badass. You can see everybody's bets. They track it in live time. It's great, right? Pubsportsradio.com, and then sign up for the UFC event. It's a free competition. You could win $100. All you got to do is click through and make your picks. That's at pubsportsradio.com. But now we're getting back to Florida, Texas Tech, because and I'm glad Billy's here too. It's another person I can ask for help on this. But Stacks, you got any action in this game? What are your thoughts on this game? How do you feel about Tech after that Arkansas comeback, or maybe survival game, however you want to look at it?
Yeah, I'm it's not Stacks, but I ain't making it official. I'm on Texas Tech over 155.5. And I want to be on the side. I want to be on Texas Tech, but I feel like I'm being set up. But I just feel like both teams, the way they're playing, like Florida's blowing everybody out minus UConn. And Texas Tech, like, I've been betting them all year. Like, you want to give me a 7, I feel like. And now it's 7.5. Like, I want to be on Tech bad, like, but I'm not doing it. I might live bet it, but officially, I'm on the over 155.5.
Over 155.5. That bodes well for what I'm going to talk to you guys about. Like, I'm itching to get this off my chest. I just want to go around the horn first. Shout out to Stacks right up here on screen and dropping a membership, man. We get that membership train rolling. I'll definitely drop a couple in there for you guys also, man. Thank you to all the members that support the channel. You guys you make this shit pop, man. Y'all just want another shot. I'll drop another one here in a minute. I want to see him keep going. All right, Wine Time. Thoughts on this one, and do you have action on it?
I got no action on this game as of right now, but we kind of talked on it backstage. I mean, this Texas Tech team is deep. It's probably the deepest team in this tournament, honestly. But to see that they're at 7, now a 7.5-point dog, definitely has me scratching my head a little bit. A lot of points, but Florida just came off a smash and grab at Maryland. So that could be built into this line a little bit. I'm going to wait. I'm going to wait and see if I can get an 8 here. If I can get an 8 with Texas Tech, I'm going to do it.
Dude, I want to take
real quick,
guys,
though.
I'm surprised, Stacks, when we talked about it. I didn't look at the percentage. 24% on Texas Tech. I thought it was going to be like 80% on Tech here. Florida is very much public. It's looking like probably because of the blow-off when they're coming off. And Florida is a really good team. And this is going to be a really good game. And if I can get 8 points in my back pocket with a team that I think that could potentially win this game, I said beginning of the season that I think Tech is going to be a team that could win the national title. Told Daby Cab that. I believed in this roster. Pretty healthy. I think they're missing one guy here, but they still have Darren Williams. They still have Toppin. They've got a lot of playmakers. That bench is deep. They've got a really good head coach too. I'm going to take the +8 if I can get an 8. If I can get an 8, I'm going to wait a little bit though.
Real quick, there was one more problem I had with Tech. I forget his name, and I had it written down, and I just had to switch everything right when we was backstage. I want to say his name McNeil. Dude might be coming back for Texas Tech.
McNeil.
But here's my problem with that.
Yeah, he's missed a lot of time.
Yeah, he missed like 7 games.
Yeah, he's missed a lot of time.
Like, that might fuck their whole little chemistry up.
He is a playmaker, though. He's a good
second-best player.
That's the thing.
You can't say they need him because they're playing for the Final Four without him.
I feel it.
Well, so I was going to say this.
I don't think he's going to play in this game, though, Stacks. That's probably in this line, too. That's why it's so high. If he does get ruled in, there's probably going to be some buyback, and we'll probably see 6.5s again.
He's been shooting, though. He was shooting before Arkansas, just didn't play.
So I want to hear Billy's thoughts, but I'll say this, Wine Time and Stacks. So Wine Time, you talking about how you've been on Tech, right? They're a team you followed. I know everybody caps different, but I'm still kicking myself for not taking Arkansas because if anybody listened, I told everybody, I said, I think Arkansas has a chance to make a run in this tournament.
Should have won that game.
And they should have won that game, right? And I'm kicking myself for not taking the 5.5. Man, I stick with my guns with my teams. And if Tech is one of your teams here, I guess what I'm saying is stick to your guns here, man. Obviously Kentucky burned me last night, but guess what? I got a plus money win on Kentucky the game before that, right? And then I got a plus money win on Kentucky the time before that. I bet them also. Sticking with your team sometimes pays off. So maybe ride with Tech here. Billy.
No, I feel you too, Cab. The only thing about it is that I can't get an 8 yet. I need a +8 in this game. If I can get a +8, it's going to be a full. It might even be a 2-unit bet because 8 points with Tech. I don't see Florida beating these guys by double digits. I think it could be recency bias too of them coming off a smash and grab and Tech barely coming back, barely beating Arkansas. Everyone knows that, and so that's why everyone's hammering Florida. This is a really tough game, though. I mean, this is going to be a good matchup, and it's such a big spread. I'm going to have to take Tech. I want that 8, and I don't want a -120. I want a -110.
Oh,
I'll tell you what I
was just getting ready to say.
Go ahead. You're good. Go ahead.
No, I just had a quick question, but he answered it already. I was going to say, why not just buy the 8 if you was going to put two units on it? But he already answered it when he said he didn't want the 120. So
I think I can get an 8 eventually if I wait because the game's not tipping off for another 5 hours. But
here's where I come in here, right? And I feel it's like, what do you mean? Why are you asking us, right? Because I'm about to ask you guys. I mean, look, if you've been following my threes props, I'm 10-2 in the tournament, and that's if you include my Boogie Flan bet, who I made clear to everyone I had like a third of a unit on. So I put it in there, but really like 10-1, if I'm being honest. 11-1 if you go back to the games before the tournament.
They've been red hot. Airbnb last week at the crib, we're just tailing Daby Cab's player props, and they were fucking just cashing left and right. So I'm going to test them to it. The Daby Cab has definitely put something in my pocket in tournament week. When I saw you down at Pubapalooza, you said, "Bro, I'm not even fucking around with the sides. I'm locked in on these props." And then you just hit for 3 days straight. I was like, "Yeah, Daby's locked in."
Well,
hey guys,
Go ahead.
I'm going to
Winter.
go back on everything I said because my book now is a +7 at -110. I'm going to move on it now. I'm going to move on the +7 at -110 because I think this line might start moving towards Tech. If I'm being honest, it already
With all
did.
the
I had
money
a
on
7.
Florida too. Shit.
I had a 7.5 before we got on live, and now it's a 7. I'm going to move on it, guys. Texas Tech +7 -110. I'm going to do it. It's not an 8, but it's a 7. I still like the 7. It's not going to be a 2-unit play or anything. It's going to be a 1-unit play, but I like it.
So
I want to say real quick.
Go ahead, Gon.
Sorry, I want to say real quick. The Maryland game. I gave out Maryland first half. I think this game can be or will be similar. I think Tech covers first half, and maybe Florida pulls away in the second half. I think it's a big number. I think Tech can cover, which is why I'm on the money line parlay. But I'm really thinking about betting the Tech first half. I've seen a coin said in the chat that he got a 4 at -115. I think Tech can keep it within 4 in the first half.
Man, shout out to my dude Chill Will in the chat, man. Good to see you, Chill Will. It was good meeting you too. I was thinking that first half, Con. So here's where I'm at, guys. I do have a bet on this game. I took it last night and I posted it, and it's moved a ton. It's already moved 20 cents. I got Walter Clayton Jr. over 2.5 threes. I took it at -120. It's all the way up to -140, -143 now. I still like it. And I would endorse it for anybody who wants to bet it. I know backstage, a couple of you guys were like, I don't care. I'm still going to bet it at -140. I looked through these props, right? And I was off Walter Clayton last game and he didn't cash last game. So I'm glad I stepped back. I was on Will Richard last game, and shout out to him. He cashed in the first half easily. I look at this Florida team. I see Martin, Clayton Jr., and Richard. Richard, okay, not Richardson. I always want to say Richardson and Richard, right? I see Walter, Clayton Jr., and Richard. All of them have cashed their 3 props 7 out of the last 10 games. I'm going to say that again. All 3 of them have cashed 7 out of the last 10 games. I want to bet these other 2 guys too, but who the hell loads up on 3 players on the same team on 3 props? That seems like a wild fucking thing to do, right? So that's where I'm asking you guys' opinion. Like, do I keep it at the 1? Do I stay with the 1 that I'm honed in? And what's even better is Richard and Martin, they're only 1.5. Martin is plus money, +124 for over 1.5 threes. And he's hit that fucking prop 7 out of his last 10 games. These props are wild.
Cav, I'll tell you now, I think you stick with 1, bro. Just from what I just went through. I was texting you, what was that, Thursday, about needing 1 more 3 from Walter Clayton.
I remember.
I had Richards, and I bet Walter Clayton, and I messaged you and said I usually don't bet 2 people from the same game for 3-point props, and it ended up costing me. So if it was me, I would stick with 1 per team.
I'm going Walter Clayton from the aspect of like, yeah, but some of those shots that Walter Clayton hits, bro, are just nutty. I'm just like, it just might be an eye test thing for me, but like, homie's hitting NBA pro level shots of like catching the ball, fadeaway threes and shit like that. Granted, there's other people on the team that can do the same exact thing. The one kid that you talked about from FAU that played for the Final Four team, I think his last name's Martin. Yeah, I would probably either play like his point prop straight up. But if we're just talking about 3-point prop strictly, got to go Walter Clayton Jr., man. The attempts are just there, man. Like, he's shooting 8 to 9 attempts. If you miss it, then you fucking miss it. At least he shot the ball 9 to 10 times, and he almost got you there. It's like one of those ones. You just got to ride with the attempts over everything in college basketball. Shouts to Richardson, son last night. Those are just one of those ones where if you just follow the attempts are going to lead you to the win column more times than not, I feel like.
Yo, this is wild. Okay, so because Billy, I'm looking at these numbers as you were saying that. I pulled them back up. So Elijah, hopefully I said that. Elijah Martin, the other guy I was looking at. Guys, he was plus 124 over 1.5 when I looked at it at like 3 a.m. He's like minus 110 to minus 120 for over 1.5 now. These
Dude,
lines have,
his point prop has gotten juiced up, opened up at 12.5. It's like 13.5, 14.5. Some places they're saying he's going to have a good game, but sometimes with those fucking player props in college basketball, like a guy like Martin, he does that little big bullshit where he catches the ball and then he just drives the lane. Dude, that shit pisses me off so much. But Walter Clayton, I know when that motherfucker's catching that ball, he's shitting that. He ain't driving.
Yeah, he's going to get him. You're right. So I'm sticking with Walter Clayton for sure. Sorry for those of you that weren't in on it yesterday. But like Billy would say, juice ain't a thing as long as the bet wins. So if you got to take the minus 140 now, again, I'm sorry that I got minus 120. But if the bet cashes, it don't matter. I'll probably stay off the other two after talking it out with you guys here and in the chat. I do have another bet. But right now, we've got an over from my guy Stacks, right? We got the over in the Texas Tech Florida game. He did get a little better number. We got wine time on Texas Tech. He's taking the points with Texas Tech. Kongs has Florida money line in a parlay. And then I've got Walter Clayton Jr. over 2.5 threes for Florida. So we have a prop. We have a side. We got a total. We got it all. We got the money line. We got it all for you. Billy, you're off this game completely.
I would say I'm going to probably tell you on the Walter Clayton Jr. props. But I will say it's like, yeah, I like Florida to win this game or Texas Tech to coverage. It looks like one of those type of games. But
yeah,
why am I going to – on a slate full of winners in a bunch of fucking games today, why am I going to bet a game that's a 50-50? Like, bro, there are clear, obvious winners on this card today. Why am I going to bet a game that's like, yeah, Florida might win. Like
Billy's like Dutch. Like he don't even hear this right now. He just ready to get to the WNBA. That's how Dutch is.
No, I'm talking about. You know why they're putting the Duke Blue Devils in New Jersey? Because New Jersey, outside of Las Vegas, is one of the biggest betting markets. They don't want niggas to make money off of Duke, man. And Duke keeps on cashing. If you bet the 9.5, then you're a fucking idiot, bro. It's a fucking Wednesday or Thursday night. You can't find somebody else to parlay that fucking leg with. You don't need to be betting 9.5 on Duke, but Duke's going to cover the 6.5 today. They're going to blow Bama the fuck off that court. Bama does not have the defensive horses to keep up with Duke today. It might not be the Cooper Flag showing, but they have a roster full of shooters, and the shooters are going to shoot today. Duke's going to put money in your pocket. Telling you, man, they trying to make Caitlin Clark Cooper Flag. We've been saying this all year, and it's happening. Duke might have had the easiest path to the Elite Eight that we have ever seen.
I don't know what he just connected there, but we'll unpack that in a little bit, man. Shout out to my guy B Shady in the chat, man. I'm seeing some names I haven't seen, and if you're in the chat and if you're in the show and not in the chat, get in the chat. Drop your action. I promise it's family here at Pub Sports Radio. We want to know what you're betting. We want to know what you think. Like my guy Robert Franklin, he's got Florida minus 7.5. Good to see you, Summit Gravy Bets, my dude. All you guys in the chat, man. But here we go. Billy kind of introed it. Bama Duke, and I tell you what, this is one of the lower spreads you've seen at Duke. -7. We're talking about how it's such a big spread in the game before, but for Duke, this is not a large spread. This is a very small spread, if I'm being honest. I've been on Bama. I cashed on him last game against BYU. Shout out to Bama for that. And I've had a decent read on this Bama team throughout the season. I have not bet him here. Maybe I should take my advice I gave one time and stick to my teams, but I think Billy might be right. Duke just might. Tell me it's not a Houston-Duke collision course right now. We've got two teams who are clearly better than everyone. It's Houston. It's Duke. They're on a collision course. If I was going to make the line for Houston-Duke, it would probably be -2.5 Duke, and I'm going to take Houston. But I'm just saying, these are the best two teams in my opinion. One thing I'll say about Alabama and Nate Oates' team, as bad as their defense is, and I said this yesterday to everybody, they give up a lot of points because they push the pace more than any other team that you're going to watch, okay? So a lot of their points that they give up are because of the pace of play, not necessarily because their defense is bad. I'm not saying that – exactly. Okay, so that's what I'm saying. I'm not saying that Alabama is like an elite defensive team, but don't judge a book by its cover, right?
They're getting like 25 to 30 more possessions than like every other team in college basketball. That's the reason why their totals are like that. But I don't know, bro. You're telling me that you're about to push the pace against Duke, bro. Duke's got a team full of fucking shooters. Like what do you? It's like all the combination of the teams that they played before, but with athleticism, the way more athleticism. Duke is way bigger than Alabama.
Well, so. And it's both of these two games, right? And I hate to always come back to the props, but that's where I've been at. If you tuned into Betting with the Bag, my big lean on the props for Alabama was Chris Youngblood before the last game, and he did hit he hit 5 more threes. He's a little juiced for my blood today, but I would look on the other side at Duke at Tyrese Proctor, and he's somebody who last game with Duke, I told everybody, I said, take the under, which is not something I usually do. I said, take the under 2.5 on his threes. It was plus money. And the reason is because if you look at his last 4 games, he's hit 6, 6, 7, and then 1 the last game. That's wonderful. But the 6 games before that, he didn't cover the 2.5 one time. 6 games in a row, he didn't cover the 2.5. So I thought maybe he was riding a little high. Now, after only going 1-4 against Arizona, I think Tyrese Proctor over 2.5 threes is a great bet. I actually
just take the points prop straight up. I mean, if he goes over 2.5 threes, it's going to be 9 points right there. The point prop is only 14.5. I mean, that's a pretty low point prop line where like he's not going to get all the defensive attention. Like he's going to get shifted off to like the easier matchups where like he should probably score around 16 to 18 points. It opened up at 13.5, going up to 14.5. I'm right there with you. I think he goes over a 3-point prop line, so he should probably go over his point prop line.
I guess my only answer to that would be it's like this is just what I've been betting, I guess. Like,
I'm with you, but sometimes, bro, with these college kids, bro, like you'd be mad as fuck if you go to the free throw line like 3-4 times. Like, bro, it's Alabama. Like they foul that they have good defense, but like with so many possessions, bro, they foul a lot. Like we're like he could drive the lane a couple of times and fuck around and be at the free throw line, and you get a couple more extra shots like that. Of like with those Bama games, like a lot of those players just go over the point total.
I also like the fact that Bama pushes the pace. It's going to give you, more opportunity to shoot the ball. So I will probably make Tyrese Proctor official. I'll decide points or threes. But let's look at this one here. Stacks. You got anything on this one, Stacks?
I do. It's actually my Stacks player today, number 2.
Let's go.
And I'm on the under. I'm on the under 175.
Damn.
I don't cap unders. I hate to bet unders. And I hate when everything points to it. But, like, we're going to keep it real. Like, Bama hit 25 threes last game. They're not doing it this game, number 1.
Yeah.
Number 2, Duke going to slow these boys down. I promise you they're going to slow them down. And unofficially, only because I'm chasing 5-0, and I don't want to fade Bama, but I'm on Duke. Like, unofficially, I'm on Duke -7. But as far as my stacks, I'm on the under 175. This game ended like the 160s.
I like that under, honestly. That's probably where I'd lean to.
Everybody going to bet the over. It's the last thing
it goes under. If Bama covers this line, then it goes over. But if Duke blows them out, yeah, bro, this could definitely go under.
I don't expect Bama to cover.
I'd be worried about Bama rolling over and playing dead.
I played Duke's team total in the last game, bro. 13.5 points higher. They're posting it than where it was in the last game on Thursday. Like, bro, that's fucking wild.
Pongs, what you got here?
So I got Duke in the money line parlay with Florida. Alabama coming off a historic shooting night. I think they come out, missed a few shots early. I like Duke first half. I haven't bet it yet. I love the under. Stacks was talking about. I mean, they're coming off the best 3-point shooting night that anyone has ever seen in March Madness, right? I don't think they continue to shoot like that. That was definitely an outlier. I think it goes under by a fair margin. Duke's top 5 in defensive efficiency in the country. I think they slow Alabama down. I think Duke can cover this number first half and full game. I just don't see Alabama coming back in off shooting like that and being able to keep up. You don't shoot like that 2 games in a row. It just don't happen.
That is usually a good sentiment. I agree with that. I mean, I don't think necessarily that they guarantee that they're going to shoot bad this game. That's not what I'm thinking. But it ain't going to be the same, right? Wine time. I need you to do something for me here. I need you to pretend like I'm on Duke, okay? And talk me into betting Alabama right now. Do what you do every weekend, but just pretend that I'm on Duke, so you can convince me on Alabama, okay?
I mean, I'm on Duke. I could only be on Duke here in this spot.
No wonder I like Alabama. And now I probably got to bet it too.
I mean, you've made a ton of money backing this team, Kevin. What you were just telling me 15, 20 minutes ago, stick to your teams. You know what I mean? You're getting a good number. I mean, you don't see Bama as a +7 against no one. You know what I mean? Yeah, they shot the lights out of the ball. They've been doing that all year, though. This is one of the best offensive teams in the nation. That's why they're here. I'm not going to touch this total, but I like your guys' angle on the under because, I mean, Bama's definitely not going to shoot what they did last game, and Duke's defense is on a whole nother level. But I think this is a smash and grab for Duke. I think they're going to win this game by 10+ points. I'm going to move on see what I can get right now. I haven't moved on this game yet. I kind of came into the show wanting to move on both these games, and that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to be on one favorite and one dog here in this spot, and that's exactly where I want to be on a 2-game slate. I want to see the number I can get really quick, pulling it up. All right, I can get Duke -7, -110. I'm going to take it. I'm going to tie Duke money line with a couple other parlays, a couple other money line parlays today as well, but I'm on Duke.
Hey, Cab, I got you. All right.
You're on the other
so
side.
If this game, well, I took the money line, right? So if this game is as low scoring as I think it is, we know Alabama runs up and down the floor. There's a reason I did not bet Duke minus the points. If it's as low scoring as I think it's going to be, I think Alabama does have a chance to cover this game. Something kept me off of laying these points with Duke. Alabama is a tough team. They do shoot well. I don't think they're going to shoot like they did. But there's definitely a world where Alabama covers this big number.
All right, you guys convinced me. I'm going to take Tyrese Proctor over 2.5 threes.
Hey, real quick, hey, Dad.
What up?
Because of you, like I can't bet college props, like me personally. But
I don't know how I feel about that comment.
I mean, no, I mean it ain't nothing bad.
How did I make you not bet him?
Make me not bet who?
You said because of me, you can't bet college props.
Oh, well, maybe I worded that wrong.
Okay.
I can't bet college props, but because of you, I made a way as of earlier in the week. I had to pull a couple strings, but I'm able to now put in bets. Not me personally, but and I say that to say,
I got you.
Because you got me on. I never capped because I couldn't bet him, so I never capped or none of that. But Proctor, as soon as this game came up, I made that happen. And I love college props because of you. I never even thought about it because of you. But now I love him, and I did bet Proctor, and I laddered him. I just didn't do it myself.
I'm gonna say this too on what Stacks just said for everybody in the chat, and shout out to the over 132 people rocking with us right now. If you look at X and Twitter, it's over 200. If you're on X, or what did I just say? X and YouTube. If you're on X, jump over to YouTube, man. Get in the chat. We want to see you there. Shout out to my guy Joe T, man. Good to see you, Joe T. Shout out to your Tennessee Volunteers getting the dub. You were right on that, Joe. But like you said, hit that damn like button, guys. Run the likes up. Share the video. Get people in here. We're still going to go over tomorrow's game. Good to see you, Razor. Shout out to the Houston Cougars, man. Let's keep it alive. You know I'm on that bet with you.
Shout out, Razor.
I'm on that too.
What you were saying right there, Stacks. Genuinely my opinion, and I hope you guys hear this on stage and in the chat. In all of the bets that I've made, and it's not just because I've been winning these props here, I don't think I've ever found something that I feel has as much value. Guys, not only have I gone 10-1 on these props, I've hit a +155, a +144, a +117. Like, dude, these college props are insane. During the season, I understand you might not want to, let's say Proctor, he'll go 4 for 10 one game, and then the next game he'll go 0 for 3. And that's why college props have so much value, is because they don't expect the volume of shots. But it's the Elite Eight right now, okay? And the best players on the court are going to shoot the ball, and they're more likely going to get a higher volume than they got during the regular season. So the reason I think there's so much value in these props right now is just the expected volume and the actual volume are off. Like, you're getting more attempts than what the expected attempts are from the books. Did I explain that right?
And you did, because that's funny you said that, because I never capped college props because I couldn't bet them. But every time that you was giving them, I was always sending them to my homie. And now that I can actually cap it and bet it, so I asked him, I'm like, well, damn, like, where do I start at? And he said, as far as March Madness, what he does is he looks at the star and looks at the favorites. He said he starts with the favorite. That's how he started with Duke. And then he looked at the star of the player. So you go automatically go to Proctor and a flag. Flag really don't shoot three. I mean, he shoots threes, but not like that. But Proctor, he just tied his coach's record, didn't he?
Yeah. Yeah. He had so last game he didn't hit it, but the 3 games before that he had 6, I think, in all 3 of them. I don't have it pulled up. Shout out to the OG, the Don, Jeff Slaughter, in the chat, man. He asked if we could repeat the props. Stacks, you were just saying that you were on Proctor with me, right? That's the one you gave. So we got Tyrese Proctor, Slaughter. I took him over 2.5 threes, and then I also took Walter Clayton in the Florida game over 2.5 threes. That's juicy now at minus 140. I got it at minus 120, but I still like the minus 140. So one more time around the horn. Let's go around this one more time, because we only got 2 more games we're going to jump into. I'm on Proctor, not officially, but what I bet as far as Slaughter. I'm on Proctor over 2.5, 3.5, and 4.5. Because when he broke the record, he had 5. So. And he followed the next game up with 6, if I'm not mistaken.
Right. So that's why I laddered up to 4.5.
Beautiful. Beautiful. Hey, Robert Franklin said he's on Youngblood over 9.5 points. Right there. That's a money prop too, man. Chris Youngblood for Alabama has been, not somebody who'd been there all year, but he is coming out and he's showing out. He had 5 threes in the last game too. So shout out to Chris Youngblood. Dude, these props.
Hey, shout out to Jeff Slaughter. Without him, we wouldn't be here right now. Everybody go hit the like button for Jeff. And Jeff, I want to hear your college basketball plays in the chat. I know you've been red hot.
I texted Slaughter that I like Kentucky last night. And I know Jeff's a grown-up and he did not bet Kentucky just because I texted him Kentucky. But I hate that Kentucky was the only leg of your bet that didn't win. And he had a teaser too at plus 10.5. So all they had to do was lose by 10. They didn't do it.
I was also on Kentucky last night.
Yeah, that's my bad. I knew that was coming just because I was on Kentucky the first 2 times against Tennessee. And in my head, I was like, why are you doing this? But it's like, also, why wouldn't you if you were on them the first 2 times?
I mean, my thought about real quick, it's a quick show, but my thing with Kentucky, everything pointed me to Kentucky. And then everyone was trying to say, like, the whole 3 in a row, 3 times in one season. And then I looked at it like my cap telling me Kentucky. And I look at it like, if I beat you up twice, I'm going to beat you up the 3rd time.
Yeah, that's how I think too. So
I gave y'all Tennessee on Monday.
I remember. Yeah, on Medicate Monday.
Stacks. That's the prime example, though, of like, why are we betting on games that are 50-50s or we don't really know the result?
Are you betting this game, Billy? We'll talk WNBA in a second.
You can't tell me, though, Tennessee, Kentucky was like, all right, bro. Like, you could flip a coin pre-flop on that game. You could have told me who could have won, and I would have tell you. Okay.
Yeah, probably. But that's how I felt about the Ole Miss Michigan State game. And
I thought this had that one, bro. That one's gonna haunt me.
What you needed was Padilla over, or Padula, however the fuck you say his name.
I missed both totals by the hook yesterday. Ole Miss and Auburn. The parlays were good money, but the parlay that I wanted to give out for this Duke game was I got a 3-leg parlay of Duke money line, Texas women's basketball, and UConn women's basketball, minus 131, 3-leg parlay. on Bovada. So
Damn, those must be some heavy favorites if it's minus 131 for 3 of them.
Holy shit.
UConn's minus 15.
Next.
Texas is minus 410. And Duke is not plus, minus 310. So,
I'm saying, and
I mean, you
everybody,
got to look at it like this, Dax. We have over 40 fucking events on today's card. One parlay at minus 131 by the time it's 8 to 9 o'clock tonight, and that hits my account, I'm going to be like, hey, rather than like,
look,
what
Billy, you keep winning, okay? So I might make facial expressions, but all I care about is that you keep winning.
And here's my thing. I'm not knocking it. All I'm saying is, for me personally, if I'm making a parlay, 1,000%, I need plus money. So my suggestion, I'm not knocking it because if it works, and I tell your parlays, but I add a leg to it to get plus money. Why not add something to get plus money to it?
Because we do have some plus money legs this weekend. We have a weekend parlay of Florida, Duke, Auburn, South Carolina, UCLA, UConn, Rafa Garcia, Raul Rojas Jr., and the Birmingham Stallions plus 380. And then we also have a UFL.
Bro, that should be plus 8,000. You just said 17 teams.
I'm about to say, he named 45 teams.
4-leg parlay of St. Louis, Arlington, Michigan, and Birmingham. 4-leg parlay plus 476. If you want a dog of the day, I think dog of the day is going to be in the UFL today. I like the Arlington Renegades over the San Antonio Brahmas. The Arlington Renegades are one of the best offensive teams in the UFL. I mean, have you watched spring football without knowing who Luis Perez is throughout a season? I mean, Luis Perez and Sal Canella is a 1-2 combination that you just want to have your money on. Plus money to the window, bro. You could
hold up, hey, Briz.
Bro, you're naming shit I don't even know about right now.
I don't watch or cap it. But who does that A&M quarterback play for? He plays for one of those teams you just named.
What A&M quarterback? I know you're
Kelly
Mond.
There you go. He's the quarterback of one of those teams.
The Brahmas now. They got rid of
I'm not going to digress.
Is that who you said take?
Nah, I like Arlington Renegades, bro. They're one of the best offenses in the spring football league. Sal Canella damn near led the fucking league in touchdowns last year, and you're getting them at a plus 2.5 line. Like just football, just knowing football alone.
Bro, I said I'd tell your WNBA. I'm not doing.
I'm just saying. Without even knowing the league alone, just knowing football lines, bro. 2.5 is like the biggest trap line ever in like football history. Of like, you always take the dog in the money line. You don't even need the points. Take the dog in the money line and a 2.5 football line.
So you faded Kelly
Tennessee, Houston here. Back to the fucking games that I think people care the most about. I don't know. Maybe y'all want the AFL. My bad if y'all do.
It's plus money though, man. It's plus money. That is plus 120, plus 126, plus 135. You could odd chop it.
I mean, my thing, I just like that. I'm gonna tell it just because he brought it up. I'm gonna tell it, but I like Kelly Mond, but I'm gonna tell his play.
As soon as we finish the college games, y'all can talk about whatever the hell y'all want. Good deal? Yeah,
Agreed.
I like that deal.
I like it.
All right. Tennessee, Houston here, man. Fuck. Tennessee burned me. We just went over that. They burned a lot of us. Well, I guess Kentucky burned me, but Tennessee was the fire that got me, right? And I talk about Rick Barnes. It's fucking March, bro. When are you going to lose? That's what I feel like. Whether it's Tennessee football or Tennessee basketball, this is the time of year where you lose. They haven't done it yet, though. We're in the Elite Eight.
Coming up.
We're in the Elite Eight. They're taking on the team who, I have to win it all in Houston. So realistically, I should probably just step back and watch this basketball game. I won't do it. Okay. Ziegler and Lanier are ballers. I get it. Those two can handle the rock. They are facilitators. Lanier can shoot. When he's on, he's outstanding. Houston ain't going to put up with that shit. All right. They just scratched by, barely got by. Good play by Calvin Sampson at the end of the game yesterday. Beautiful dish back to the inbound guy. They just got by. I think they come out on fire. I'll take Houston full game right here. I'll just take the 3.5. I might get there with first half also, but for now, Houston full game. I want to hear y'all's thoughts. Wine time, what you got here?
No play for me in this game as of right now. Not gonna lie though, I would only be on Tennessee. I would take Tennessee on the money line here. I think Tennessee's deep. I think this team's probably going to go to the national championship and win it all. I saw what they did against UCLA. I saw what they did last. I was on them against Kentucky. That was a good spot for them. I'm not going to bet this game as of right now. This will be something I take tomorrow. Got too much action going on right now, and I hadn't capped this game enough. So this is a pass for me.
Yeah, you got the big old booze from Razor. Listen, Houston did it yesterday. They had their cold shooting game. Every year at this time of the season, I wait for Houston just to go ice cold, and that's the reason they did it yesterday. The good news is they shut Purdue the fuck down. If you guys were watching, now tip of the cap to Purdue for the defense that they were playing. They were moving to the basketball, double teaming. They were closing out. They were boxing out down low. Purdue played as good as they possibly could on defense and in the boards, and Houston still look better on the defensive end. They shut Purdue down flat out. You know, Houston's the number one scoring defense in college basketball, and they have the highest 3 percentage, if I'm not mistaken. Yesterday was an outlier. I think they shoot the ball better against Tennessee tomorrow. Kong, thoughts?
Yes, absolutely. So Houston coming in, playing Purdue yesterday, yesterday. You come into Indianapolis to play Purdue, and you could tell they were in enemy territory. Any kind of call that went against Purdue, the fans were letting them have it. It was loud. It was a raucous environment. We seen LJ Cryer come out, did not score in the first half. He got his first points. I think there was like 12 or 13 minutes left in the second half. He was off. LJ Cryer was off. He had his off game. And we've seen somebody else step up, which is what you need to have to win in March, right? Houston did not look like the offensive team that we've seen all season. They were having trouble making shots. And I think, like you said, Cab, that was their off game. Love to see it. Love to see them have an off game and still win the game. Beautiful inbounds pass. Loved it. Loved the way they drew that up. I think Houston comes in here and puts Tennessee away. I'm on Houston. I got Houston to win the championship. Tennessee just had the greatest game they could have played against Kentucky. I mean, it was a great game. I watched it start to finish. They couldn't miss. They put Kentucky out of their comfort zone and got the win easily.
Yeah, Kentucky looked like shit.
Yeah. I'm on Houston here. I've got them so far. I've got them in moneyline parlay. It's my final four moneyline parlay. I've got Duke, Florida, Houston, and Auburn parlayed at plus 320 for a half unit. I'm going to find a way to be on Houston in this game, first half and full game, whether it's a double result, whether I bet it separately, and just take Houston spread first half, Houston full game spread. I haven't got there yet, but I'm definitely going to be on Houston in this game. I think LJ Cryer comes out and makes shots.
Bro, he couldn't hit his ass with both hands yesterday.
No.
So I think he'll be locked in.
Yeah, I think he bounces back. I think he comes out and starts making shots. He don't very often have two bad games in a row. He is a great player, and I think we see that here tomorrow. So I'm on Houston.
Billy kind of kicked us off here on this game. Billy, I'll come back to you though in case you have any final thoughts on it. But what are your thoughts? Do you agree with Kong here? You think we're going to have all favorites hit that money line in the Final Four?
See, this is why the exact reason why I do not ever bet futures outside of my teams in every single sport. I always bet their futures. I tell Razor, I put $250 on Razor.
Ooh.
And it messes my judgment up because when I go to cap this game, I want to find a reason to bet Houston because I got the future. And I'm not 100% accurate because I lost my computer and my internet right before we came on here. But what I do know off my head is however many Houston losses Houston got, it came from the SEC. Auburn beat them and Alabama beat them. So why not Tennessee?
Yo, the total on this game is wild, Stacks.
And I feel like if I wasn't on the future, I'd be on Tennessee. But
okay, so I get what you're saying. So you feel like your future. Well, dude, you are on a future. So let me help you with this predicament that you're on. If that's how you feel, bet Tennessee, and it's a win-win, because if Houston wins, now you got one more game to cash your future. And if Houston loses, well, you kind of just hedged on Tennessee. Now, I'm not on Tennessee as a side, but maybe that helps your situation.
My thing is, if I'm going to hedge,
don't look at it as a hedge. Just bet the game. The future in the future in this bet. Try and separate them.
But my thing is, it's a win-loss.
I get what you're saying. God, I guess maybe I'm wrong. I was gonna say I get what you're saying, but like,
unless I take Tennessee and Houston wins by 1-2. So my thing is,
we're cutting fucking.
I think if you
hairs now.
I think if you bet this, Justin, I think you bet the money line. You put less money on the money line, you get plus money on it.
I did think about that.
That's how I would play it.
I did, because my thing is, am I wrong? Like, are those not the teams that beat Houston?
Wait, bro, Stacks, let me help you, Stacks. Let me help you. The one gambling philosophy that they fucking tell you in life is when everybody goes right, you go left. Look at the Sunday slate tomorrow. The plus money dog in the first game, everyone's going to tell you about Rick Barnes' record in fucking March, about how he fucking
because it sucks.
The second game, they're going to tell you about Izzo's a dog, how much he covers as a dog, this, that, and the third. When everybody goes right, you go fucking left. Auburn's going to beat Michigan State, and you take Tennessee. Nobody's walking up to the window tomorrow and saying, yeah, let me get 10 racks on Tennessee money line. Nobody's doing that at the casino tomorrow, bro. Well, the bookies have you in that thought process of all the favorites are winning, all the favorites did it last year, this, that, and the third.
Yo, that is so cute, but no, Houston's going to win.
Nah, man,
bro. It's cute. It sounds good, bro. It sounds good. But then again, like, there's people that'll try and make you think the earth's flat also.
My thing is, you know what I'm doing? Mine goes up to 4.5, goes down to 3.5. Money's still coming in on Houston, but the line's moving down. Like, that just tells me, like, the market's telling me that, like, they're just inviting in Houston money because they know, bro, just like Stats was saying, Tennessee was at the top of the fucking SEC right there with Florida. They didn't beat everybody. They didn't beat Auburn. They didn't whoop their ass. They didn't beat the who's
Let's get out of the hypothetical of like what the book
is. It's not the hypothetical. It's the
psychological or whatever. Let's get out of that. I got a question for you, Billy.
Tennessee has looked like the best team in the tournament, and they're still being priced as a dog.
Well, Duke has looked like the best team in the tournament, but I get what you're saying.
Duke is the best team in the tournament.
So out of the trap, I understand the train of thought where you're at, but I got a question for you. Outside of that train of thought, do you think that Houston can shut down 2 offensive players, Ziegler and Lanier?
I mean, Houston can shut down anybody. It's Houston.
Okay, who scores for Tennessee? Who scores the ball for Tennessee if they shut those 2 down? And I know you've got a couple other people, but like really, who's going to score for Tennessee? Thank you, Stacks, for answering the simple question.
Probably Mielich or Gainey. Mielich or Gainey are going to have a game. Probably Mielich. I'm going to go Mielich. Mielich is going to have to score a lot for Tennessee to win the game.
Mielich? That's your fucking go-to for Tennessee is Mielich?
Bro, Igor Mielich has been all right.
He has been all right, but Mielich is who you're going to trust to beat Houston?
I'm not saying that.
I'm about to say, Brizz, if that's our hope, we get it.
You cut off the top 2 people that are shooting the ball 20 times a game, and you said, now pick.
I know. All right.
You're going to cut off the top 2 people.
I'm going to tell y'all what I'm going to do, right? And this is the funny part. Like, as y'all know, I don't work. I watch a lot of YouTube videos, and I heard something this morning. I can't even remember where I heard it from. I would tell y'all. And it helped me. And after hearing what y'all said, I know what I'm going to do. And one, they said that Tennessee is going to be the biggest public dog. And I was so mad that I wasn't watching this shit live because I would have chimed in and be like, you sound crazy to think that Tennessee is going to be a public dog. Anywhere in America, This is why I bet it. But this is why I don't post as my player today as Houston first half. Everybody, anybody who don't even gamble know to bet Houston first half. Everybody gonna be on Houston.
Bro, it's
Everybody,
wild how long I've
I
been
was
betting that
advocate
first
to
half.
that comment though.
everybody's gonna be on
There
Houston.
might be early money on Tennessee, but bro, half the public is not giving a fuck about no college basketball game on no Saturday afternoon for a Sunday. Like all the real market money isn't gonna come in until the day of the game, probably like an hour before the game. That's gonna be like the true given market where like, yeah, you might see sharp money early on Tennessee and stuff like that. And like, yeah, the early public money is on Tennessee, but like, let's talk about the public. The public isn't gonna come in on a Sunday afternoon college basketball game, a Saturday afternoon, bro. That just doesn't. That's not a thing.
They're not.
I will say this, and we got one more game, college basketball, for tomorrow. We're about to hit, though. I like the over here. I know it's like both of these teams are outstanding on defense. The number's really low for a reason, the lowest number we've seen in the tournament. I still like the over, bro. 123 and a half in a fucking – are you kidding me? 123 and a half in an Elite Eight game? Come on, bro. I don't give a shit who the teams are, who the offenses are, and who the defenses are. I almost got to take the over just because here.
I mean, we need 61 apiece. All we need.
Yeah, I'm taking the over. Yeah, 61 apiece. When you say it like that, we'll get 72 out of somebody and 62 out of the other or something like that. I'm going to take the over right here in this game. This is what happens when you cap a game for 25 minutes. You make more bets. Sometimes that's a good thing. Sometimes that's a bad thing.
And that's why I'm glad we talked this out, because my thing is, and even if people don't take in consideration, I think Houston got what, 4 losses?
Yeah,
that sounds right.
Exactly right.
And the fact that 2 of them came from the SEC. I don't know exactly how many losses they have, but I do know Auburn beat them, and I do know Bama beat them. So my thing is, another SEC, maybe SEC. Like I feel like it's the best conference anyway. In all college sports, in my personal opinion. Some people say Big 12, but I feel like college basketball and football SEC is by far.
I say the last few years it's been the Big 12, but this year it's definitely the SEC. But the last few years,
SEC this year. Last year I'm with Dab. I thought the Big 12 was the best conference, but yo, the SEC is on some different shit this year. Where like there's a clear difference of like, wow.
Well, here we go, guys. We got one more game on this Elite Eight schedule. Shout out to everybody in the chat, man. AOD, Coin, Chase, Jay, Gorjon, Doug Wise. We got over 140 people still rocking with us, man. We've been on for over an hour, and we've only gone through 3 games, but that's what you get when you got the biggest games of the year, man. Everybody hit the like button if you can. Share the video. And I'm going to say this again. Pull up your phone or your computer tab, whatever you're on. Type in pubsportsradio.com, okay? Go to pubsportsradio.com, click competitions, and sign up for the UFC competition today. It's free. You don't got to spend $1. You don't got to give nothing. You sign up, you got a chance to win $100. It's free. It's easy. pubsportsradio.com. On top of that, shout out to our guy Swig Bets. You can see all the cappers that anybody that fucks with Pub Sports Radio, if we post a bet, our bets are right there on the website, easy to see. You can make some money off of it, fade it, tail it, whatever you guys want, man. But thank you guys again. Let's hit this last one, man. Michigan State, Tom Izzo, still alive. Shout out to Richardson yesterday, or I say Richard, I keep Richardson, Richards, and Richardson. God damn, I keep mixing those 2 up, and it's killing me. Richards is here. Richardson is Florida. It is driving me crazy, but shout out to Richardson here with Michigan State yesterday. Blew that number away for me. And, Auburn, they played around a little bit in that last game. I'd say like for the first, 26 minutes or 27 minutes or so, and then they turned it on and looked like Auburn. Obviously Jeremiah Broom's going to be the best player on the court here in this game. My question is, what is Michigan State going to do to stop Broom? And also shout out to Pettiford. I don't know if y'all watched this game yesterday, but Pettiford, the freshman that comes off the bench for Auburn, dude was lights out. I mean, just hitting crazy, crazy shots. As far as this game goes, I think I just would be on Auburn. I hate to admit it, but I think I'd just be on Auburn here. But I want to pass it around. Stacks, what do you think?
I think
I know you just took a shot like right before I handed you that.
no, two things just happened, but hold on. But as far as this game, I haven't bet it yet, but I think this is like a mismatch. Everybody gonna say Izzo in February, March, but I think Auburn gonna take these boys to the shed. I think Auburn gonna blow these boys out. I haven't bet it yet, but I'm close to Auburn. I feel like what's his name, Bruce Pearl. I talked about I faded him the day he said it, and ever since he said it, if you look at their guard play, Pearl said them his guards ain't pussies.
My
And
guards
the thing
ain't.
about, and the thing about that, if you look at their guard play, they very physical, very very physical. Like I don't. Everyone gonna bet on Izzo. Like I would not be on Izzo. If I bet this game, I'm gonna be on Auburn, and I'm probably gonna be on Auburn. What I'll probably do is probably find a play today so I get more money and tie it into a parlay. But I'm not gonna put the money line. I'm gonna let it spread.
I
Yeah,
got
this is
you.
where I
XFL tomorrow, bro. Like, there's some huge XFL games. There's the Birmingham Stallions. They're playing this one team called the Memphis Showboats, and the whole entire fucking coaching staff literally just got signed to a college team, and they have a spring game in like a week and a half. So they have a whole entire new coaching staff in the first week of the season. Good money. They're the biggest favorite of the card tomorrow. Birmingham Stallions. I would just parlay that with Auburn.
How do y'all feel about this? Everybody hear this and pretend like you're the one that's been betting these three props. How do you not bet this again? So I had Jace Richardson last game, right? He went 4 for 6. He was even money for over 1.5. Game before that, 0 for 5. But then follow this, right? We're going to go to the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 games before the last game that he missed. 3 for 4, 4 for 5, 3 for 7, 2 for 5, 2 for 6, 3 for 6. So he has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 out of the last 8 games, he has cashed his 3 prop at over 1.5 threes, and they are still giving this at plus 100 to minus 110 for over 1.5 for Richardson. How do you not bet that?
Michigan State's defense.
Well, not that Auburn's defense is what you're saying.
Yeah.
Yeah. Man, I got time to think about it, but I will probably bet Jace Richardson again. I mean, I like to go back to the well. Weinstein, what's your thoughts here, man?
I got nothing on this one, guys. Take Tyler Malley today over 4.5 strikeouts for the Texas Rangers. I played Little League with this Tyler Malley. Played Little League with him my whole life. We went to different high schools. I went to Marina. He goes to Westminster High School. Thought it was going to be a mistake. He ends up getting drafted in the 7th round. Look up how many players have been drafted out of Westminster High School. He's the only guy. He's nasty. He's coming off surgery, but he was throwing 96 in spring training. He's got 2 kids. He's got a wife. This kid's he's still got a lot left in the tank, and I think he's going to have himself a day today. He wants to have a good season. He's been kind of plagued by injuries over the last couple of years. He's ready to go. Saw him a couple times this last offseason. Looks good. He's in shape, and I think he's going to have himself a day today over 4.5 strikeouts.
That's one of the best sales of a play I've ever heard on the starting 5. Like, shouts to Wide Time. How do you not tell that after that story?
I'm interested to see how Walker Buehler does today for the rest.
I mean, I've known this kid since we were like 8 years old. It's
This shit had me rolling. I thought that was the wrong high school, but shit, he got drafted.
No, here's the thing, and I'll get to it when we get to official plays. It's funny that he picked him out of all things, and that was his cap, because I respect and I blind tell Wonton all the time. But
100%.
that cap that he just gave, we could both win. But it just seemed like a homie cap to me.
I mean,
It seemed like he was saying,
look at him pitch. I mean, he's nasty, bro.
Hey,
I mean, he signed for a big contract. I mean,
I kept up with him in the offseason one time. They expect big things out of him. His fastball.
Look at his fastball was hit 90. His splitter is nice too. It's nasty. Just
but
watch
when
him.
you mentioned,
Take it. I mean, I'm just saying, watch him go out there in K7.
no, here's the thing. I'm going to tell it. But when you mention wife and kids, it's like, wife and kids.
Well, it's motivation for him. He should, I don't know. I know this guy.
Damn,
But
Daby.
I know he's
but
motivated.
I'm on the other side as one of my official plays, but we could both win. So I'm going to tell it because I trust your cap.
All right, I tell you guys what. Let's get to our official bets because I know Billy wants to give out some college basketball or
He want to give us some UFL.
women's college
Cat, can I-
basketball UFL.
Can I touch this game real quick?
I was about to pass it to you. Go for it.
Awesome sauce. All right. So
Awesome
Michigan
song.
State. I don't know if anybody has been on the trend. Michigan State second half spreads. Michigan State comes out slow in the first half, and they turn it on in the second half. I've been cashing this. I've been giving it out in Jimmy's show in the chat. Michigan State second half spread here. I'm going to be on it. Auburn had trouble yesterday with Michigan's defense scoring in the first half. They kind of took off in the second half. I think Michigan State can keep this close. I do have Michigan State on my bracket. So far, I'm just going to be on Michigan State second half spread. But I can see a world where I get on Michigan State full game plus the points here.
Billy, anything on this one?
Yeah, I think Auburn's the side. I would probably say Auburn, like double result, maybe as a parlay piece. Something in my gut tells me all these number one seeds aren't going to advance, but maybe they do. So it's
Somebody's
like
gonna lose, bro. Right?
it feels like somebody's going to lose, but from the eye test, bro.
But it ain't
this
Houston.
might be-
Y'all got that one wrong.
Eye test wise, though, out of all the matchups, like this might be the most like.
Y'all want to know who it's gonna be? Y'all gonna hear it here first, and y'all are gonna think, "What the fuck?" Y'all ready for this?
Yeah, me here.
Wine Time knows who I'm about to say. Duke. Duke's gonna lose to Alabama. Watch.
Well, I mean, that's the closest one of seeds. I mean, but I would say
It's also the highest spread. So I mean,
yeah, but I feel like Auburn should be able to smack Michigan State of like, dude, they match up very well against Michigan State. Where like, I don't see a
Did I
whole
miss
lot
a
of
question?
State of like.
no. It wasn't a question. It was more of a
out of all the
statement.
number
It was
one
more of a
seeds,
statement.
which ones do you think would drop? And he said Duke, which would be the consensus pick, right?
No.
No, nobody else would say Duke.
Florida lose.
Yeah, they could. That's a close. Okay, all right. But Duke.
I think Tech got a better chance of beating Florida than Bama got a chance of beating Duke.
I agree on that.
I tell you guys what, and I got to get a couple of these in, but let's go ahead and I'll kick it off for us. Let's go ahead and recap our bets, and then guys, when you're recapping, if you got anything you want to give to the chat, whether it's another sport or something, go for it, guys. Chat, man, I love you guys. Thank you guys. Smoking Mirrors, Zoe, good to see you in there, man. Doug Wise, everybody, drop any questions you have for us about these games. Drop any action you have today, whether it's UFC, MLB, college basketball, NBA. I don't care what it is. Drop your action. Let us know what you're betting. Give us any questions we have. We're going to recap our bets, and we're going to wrap this thing up. But like I said, you're going to get all our bets first. So Walter Clayton Jr., over 2.5 threes for Florida. Again, I got that at minus 120. It is minus 140 now. Shop around. You might get better, but I still like it. That's the only one I'm going to go with. You guys talked me off of taking the others. Tyrese Proctor, over 2.5 threes at even money for Duke. I'm going to be on that right there. I am on Houston tomorrow, full game, minus 3.5. And then I'm going to take the over in the Houston game tomorrow also. So those are my 4 bets right there. Stacks, go ahead and hit yours, and then we'll just go around the horn.
All right. I'm going to start off with my unofficial, only because they're tails. I'm going to tell Kong on that Michigan State second half spread. I'm going to tell Wonton on the over strikeouts. That way we could both win, or if I lose, at least I win your bet. And as far as my officials, I got 5 of them. I'm on Stacks Play today, number 1, Astros, team total over 4.5 plus 102. Cannon's ass. Number 2, Stacks Play today, number 2, Duke under 175. Extreme regression coming from Bama. Number 3, Texas Tech over 155.5. The line moved in my favor, but that's what I got it at. Number 4, Red Sox Boston Red Sox money line -106, one against the Texas Rangers. And number 5 is the Memphis Grizzlies over and Lakers over 237, where I got that. And the bonus bet, give me the Dallas Mavericks +114.
Okay. Hey, what is that bonus bet record right now on this show?
3-1.
Oh, I thought it was 4-0. Still 3.
No, I lost. I lost one on Medicaid. I lost Nuggets.
Okay,
I
but you
lost.
haven't lost on this show though.
Oh no, I never lost on this show, but I lost on Medicaid Monday.
Gotcha. So the overall record. And for anybody who's not keeping up, every single one of the bonus bets has been plus money, if I'm not mistaken, right?
Yeah, they all plus money. That's why it's bonus.
Money. Yeah, so it's I mean, these have been killing, man. Wine time.
I'm on Duke -7, -110. I'm on Texas Tech +7, -110. Tyler Malley over 4.5 strikeouts, -110. Also looking at my MLB card. I didn't post anything on Twitter yet, but I have made some of these plays official already that I'll give to you guys. I'm on the under 8.5 in the Guardians Royals game. I'm on the under. Let me pull it up right here. Under 8.5 in the Chicago Cubs Arizona Diamondbacks game. I was very close to moving on the Rangers, but I'm just going to stay away from that spot. I was on the Red Sox in game 1. I was on the Rangers last night. Had a good read on this series, but I'm just going to stay away from game 3. Same with the Athletics. I backed them in both the first games. I'm going to stay away from them. And here's this spot. I was thinking about maybe even taking Seattle on the -1, getting about even money right there because they should take care of business tonight at home, take the series.
Jose better announce his Saturday baseball show, or we're about to do best bets on Saturday right here too. We're gonna just keep this shit rolling. We'll call that shit.
No. And I'll most likely be on the Blue Jays as well, -130. I'll be backing Scherzer here in this spot. I like the Blue Jays batting order, man. This team, they need to win. I said it on Jimmy the Bag show yesterday, man. John Schneider needs to win now with this team because these guys are all on expiring contracts. They have to go to the playoffs at minimum this year. They have the team to go all the way. Honestly, pitching staff is going to need to stay healthy. We'll see what happens. I mean, I'm not saying they're going to go all the way, but they've got a good roster, so I'm going to back them here at this spot -130. And there'll be a couple other spots I move on before first pitch. I'll give out on X.
Hell yeah, man. Kongs recap. And it, like. If you, because I know you do UFC also, so if you have anything else that you want to give, like anything you want to give, go ahead and throw it out for everybody.
Yep, you got it. Shout out to Jeff Slaughter. Without him, we wouldn't be able to come on here and give you guys plays every day, almost every day of the week. So shout out to Slaughter.
Man. Let me throw one of them in there for you guys because I love you guys, man, and y'all hit those donos. Good call right there.
Yeah. So if you haven't checked it out yet, go check out Pub Sports TV. If you can't get enough of us, Pub Sports TV is new and out now, running 24/7, which is a good thing. So plays for today. I'm on Duke and Florida money line parlay. That is Kong's college basketball POD. $200 play. I am on Duke, Florida, Houston, and Auburn money line parlay +320 for a half unit. Kong smash play of the week POD. This is my weekly UFC bet. Always get you plus money on that. I think my record is 22-11 on this play. Raul Rosas Jr. by sub or decision, and Joe Piper by KO or decision. Gets you +122. New play of the day, Kong's Nerfy POD, no run first inning POD for baseball. 1-1 right now, plus 0.6 units. I'm on the San Francisco Cincinnati no run first inning, and the Minnesota St. Louis no run first inning, +222 on that. That's all I got for you today, man. I'm on I'm on Michigan State second half spread. Haven't got on there to see what that is yet. I assume it's going to be a 2.5 or 3.5. Endorse either one of those. That's all I got for you today, man. Check us out. I don't think we'll be here next Saturday, will we? I was going to say we'll be here next Saturday, but I don't think we will.
Well, I haven't thought about that, but like I said, we got to figure out what's going on because, for me, like every Saturday, no matter what, I'm going to be gambling. And I'd like to get up here with you guys on screen and you guys in the chat. So got to see what Jose's doing for MLB. But if he doesn't have a plan for it, I got one. Best bets on Saturday right here at Pub Sports Radio. It's pretty simple.
Love it, man.
Yeah.
Hit the like
I'll
button.
be here.
Hit the like button, subscribe, grab yourself a membership, get in the horse races, all the good stuff. Love you guys.
Hell
Good
yeah.
shit. Let's get to the money.
Billy, hit us with that recap. Shout out to my guy, Skunt Blaster, man, also dropping a membership. I tried to drop one in there for somebody too. Skunt Blaster, much love, my dude. All the members, thank you guys, man. We don't sell you picks on this channel. We bring you as many good cappers as we can, and we just give you the action. There's that shot right there, Stack. Get it in.
Oh shit!
I'm about to say, hold on, just done the one time. There you go.
So y'all are wild, bro. Wild. Already like 4 shots deep on a Saturday morning. But that's a good thing. That means we're getting donations and memberships. Thank you for the few donations early. Thank you for the memberships you guys added. You guys keep the channel here. So thank you. Billy, hit us with all your action. The arena football and the UFC and the women's basketball and any NCAA and NBA action you got.
Yeah, you might want a pen and paper for this one because I don't open up the slate too much, but on Saturday today, I might have to open this one up. First top play of the day is Duke money line, Texas women's basketball, UConn women's basketball 3-leg parlay. Then we move along to the UFL, Arlington Renegades. You could take the 3, you could find a 3, but I like them on the money line. I think they win that game outright against San Antonio. And then we go over to this 1:00 game. I almost have gotten shunned out of my house. Sorry, big bro. Had to tell him this morning. We are fading the Notre Dame Irish today, and we are rolling with the TCU Horned Frogs. It's been my most profitable women's basketball team. I got to bet them here on the money line today. They beat Notre Dame in the Cayman Islands in a feast, and you're getting 7.5, 8.5 points on them. I mean, you just got to take it. Sedona Prince is going to be my cream of the prop today. Double today, -140. She had 20 points and 20 rebounds against Notre Dame in the first game, and they're still hanging her double line under -200. You got to
real quick. What's her name?
Sedona Prince. If you want to Google, you can probably find a bunch of domestic violence.
Who she play for?
TCU Horned Frogs.
All right.
Her double prop is the best bet of the whole entire game. Like that shit should be -200. And I like the over 145.5. If you don't like the over, you could play TCU team total over 68.5. I mean, bro, this game that they played against Notre Dame in the Cayman Islands, Notre Dame was up by 15 points heading into the fourth quarter, and TCU ended up coming back and winning. Haley Van Lith has been red hot right now, one of the hottest girls in basketball just in general, but actually playing wise as well. Shouts to Chill Will with the $20 donut.
Oh man,
we gotta run that. We gotta run that donut.
Shout out to Chill Will.
We don't got
one.
Dono clip. I'll run it for him real quick. Bro, real talk, man. I've done a lot of shows. You guys light this Saturday show up, man. You guys in the chat are awesome. The donations, the memberships. I've never been a part of something like what's been going on these Saturdays on college basketball. Y'all made this shit fun. Chill Will, thank you so much for the support, man. Let's get that money. Let's cash these tickets today. Big Show picks in the chat, man. Shout out to you. I've said it so many times. Go to pubsportsradio.com. Sign up for the UFC contest. It's right there. Click the link. Billy, keep getting them paid, my man.
Yeah, UFL pops off opening weekend. We cashed last night. If you peeped us on pubsportsradio.com, we had Wilkins anytime touchdown, the quarterback for the Battlehawks. He got a 1-yard touchdown. That game was a fucking blowout, 31-6 on a 5.5 line. And I think there's going to be more blowouts on Sunday. I like Michigan minus the 5.5, -120 against Memphis. That was the team that I was telling you about with the coaches situation, with the coaches getting signed to college or whatever. And the Brahmas, not the Brahmas, the Birmingham Stallions are playing DC. That's going to be the last game of the day. I mean, you could use them as a parlay piece more or less than betting a -7.5 in a league that doesn't have extra points. You can use them as just a parlay piece. But women's college basketball is where it's at today. Make sure you know. Mix and match what you like and what you don't like and get paid. Make sure you tune into the UFC show today. Going down UFC picks. I'm right there with Kong. I got the Rojas Jr., Joe Pfeiffer 2-leg parlay as well. Best odds is -163 on FanDuel. I actually did Rojas Jr. as just like an anchor for some parlays. I parlayed that with Lupita Godinez as well. -136 at Caesars is the best odds for that one. And then I did Rafa Garcia and Jamal Emmers with Rojas Jr. -118 on FanDuel, best odds. And then this is my shouts to my boy Sweaty Butcher. This is my exotic play of the day here. Medcazel Costa +3.5 on the spread with David Martinez on the money line +101. Those odds are available at Bovada. And then the last one here is Ronaldo Rodriguez, Lazy Boy, on the money line -142, going up against my panel member here, TC. So it's going to be a great stream. Make sure you guys tune in today, 4:00 p.m. UFC Mexico. Make sure you tune in and sign up for the Sports Radio contest if you haven't already.
So we've gone through all of our bets. Thumbs up on the screen if you have a prop ready to go. If at least 3 of us have a prop, we're going to throw a parlay that I'm going to throw 25 on. I got one ready to go. If not, it's fine.
You know what mine is.
So we're good. All right, let's do it. Let's do it. We're going to run the cream of the prop. I'm going to pull up my book right now because I want to bet it as we do it.
Cream will rise to the top. Oh, yeah.
All right. Cream of the prop coming here. And just so everybody knows, like I said, I'm throwing $20 on this. This is not, don't blow your bankroll on something stupid. But we're cashing. We're cashing. The vibes are right. Instead of going with Walter Clayton, I'll go. I'm going to let you guys go. I'm going to come around. Wine time. What's yours?
Tyler Malley over 4.5 strikeouts.
Beautiful. Tyler Malley over 4.5 strikeouts. Stacks, you got yours ready?
Derek White for the Boston Celtics over 24.5 PRA.
Okay. Derek White over 24.5 points, rebounds, assists. Kong?
Yeah, what was wine time? Sorry.
Tyler Malley with the Rangers over 4.5
Starting
strikeouts.
pitcher on the Rangers over 4.5 strikeouts.
All right. So I'm going to be on Raul Rosas Jr. By sub or decision. It's a double chance bet. So you either get him to win by sub or decision.
Yo, what the fuck?
I don't know if I'm going to be able to get that, Kongs. What's his money line?
I can't put fights with this, I don't think.
Me either. My
You should be able to. You should be able to double chance that. The double chance on Raul Rojas submission or decision -270.
I'm about to say, what's his money line?
Let me check right now.
It's deep. Maybe 400 or so.
That's cool to parlay.
Yeah.
Billy into that type shit.
I mean, I do have him in a lot of fucking parlays this week.
See?
It's Junior. Okay, let me check.
I ain't gonna lie. I'm gonna put him in there. I'm gonna put the money line in my parlay because
sounds good.
Submission and knockout, all that. I don't bet UFC, so I can't even be finding it. So I'll just take real hard.
Yeah, but I like it though, so I'll put that money line.
Yeah, I'll take the money line.
I hate to be the sour bad news, but I guess we're going to find out if we're cashing this parlay within the next hour or not, because this game pops off in 30 minutes. Sedona, Prince, double, -140.
Say it one more time. Sorry.
Wait, what is that?
TCU Horned Frogs starting center, Sedona Prince, double, -140. TCU against Notre Dame in Birmingham, Alabama, Elite 8 matchup. Make sure you guys tune in 1 o'clock.
You just made it difficult for me to put this.
Bro, I'm not making it difficult. If you
ask me to do it right now, too.
You asked me, Stacks, like you're like a big whale play guy or whatever, and you gave me 10 bands just to go to the window with, just for any bet that is going to double your money today. I'm going to Sedona Prince double, bro, and then we going to cash that shit, and then we going to hit Raul Junior.
My book don't even got women's basketball props.
No, but what I'm saying is,
mine
I can't put that only because of what I'm able to do. I can't put that prop in the parlay, but I can bet that prop, and I'm going to bet that prop.
I'm gonna bet that prop.
I just can't. I'm not going to be able to put it in the parlay though.
Hey, I tell you what though, so I can't put I'm gonna bet both of those. I'm gonna bet with I'm gonna bet with Kong on the UFC, and I'm gonna go take that prop in the women's basketball. But for me, I could only get Stacks, Wine Time, and mine. I'm gonna go with Will Richard because that's just all I can put in the parlay. I got plus 550, guys, for Tyler Malley, Derek White, and Will Richard. I got plus 550.
What's Will Richards? What's the play on Will Richard?
Oh, sorry, over 1.5 threes, minus 130. And I'm gonna throw 50 on it at plus 550.
And that's crazy because I'm not going to be able to get. I probably wasn't going to be able to get Richard, so it's going to be a 2-leg and a 3-leg.
Well, there it is, guys. Everybody in the chat. Hopefully, some of you can do 5 legs. And if you can't, Billy, I'm telling you, I'm going to straight up solo bet it. You just said if you had 10 racks, you'd put it on it. That's all
I'm betting that.
I don't got to know anything
I'm gonna bet it
else.
straight.
Yeah, I don't got to know anything else. I just needed to hear that.
I'm gonna bet Kong's that result. What was it? What did you say it was? Double result or what?
Decision or
Double
sub,
result, submission or decision.
Okay.
I think an
that's
idea
good,
though
too.
of Wine Time, even if you didn't want to go double result, is some of those college basketball lines that we talked about in one of those games, like Duke or something like that. Throw that in there with a little 2-leg parlay for Raul Rojas Jr. and you ain't got to watch the spread. You know what I'm saying? Like those are the best.
No, what you do? Wine Time, what you
Rosas Jr. is going to be my parlay piece today. Whatever parlay.
No,
I put
Wine
in,
Time, what you do? I'm telling you, if I had to pick one, the Astros over 4.5 team total. Give you plus money. That'll help your parlay out.
Okay.
There you go.
You talking about Griffin Cannon? He an ass. And look at the numbers with Christian Walker. All of them, they got a history with him. Like
Stats, my only thing is that Griffin Canyon was an Angel last year, and whenever Angels go to other teams, they end up pitching really well.
That's funny.
So that's. But I'm gonna write it down. I'm gonna get this. I'm gonna add that as well.
If nothing else, the plus money will help the parlay out. If nothing else,
I've never seen a pitcher go out there and smile at his pitching coach after he's getting shelled and is like confused when he's getting taken out of the game. It's like, what do you mean you're getting fucking shelled right now? Like,
you suck, bro.
Why are you smiling? Like,
and my thing is, everybody counting the Astros out, Rangers, division. Like these are Houston Astros. Cut it out. They're gonna win division.
Yeah.
They got Christian Walker and Jordan. And Altuve. Cut it out. My fault.
They signed that guy from the Rays too, the third baseman. That guy's
that funny name. It's Iglesias or what's it, how you say his name?
Isaac Paredes. I don't know how to pronounce it.
Paredes. That's how you say it. Paredes. Like they're gonna win it. I listen to people. They're gonna win. Come on. That's Houston Astros. Bet their futures. Christian Walker from the Diamondbacks.
Today. Shout out to Slaughter. That's gonna be a good time.
I was about to say he's gonna be there. And Big Show said, "Careful with your Rojas Juniors." You heard it here first. Speaking of hearing it here first, guys, that's it. Elite 8. We've hit the games, but we've also hit a lot more. Best bets for Kong, Stacks, Wine Time, Billy, myself. We love doing this with you guys. All of us do. I know it. Everybody up here on screen does. Thank you guys for tuning in. Hit the like, share it. Do me a favor. Send this to somebody that you know that watches sports, that bets on sports right now. Help us. Send one new person. We got to start growing this channel, man. And the way it's going to happen is by you guys in the chat, okay? Because YouTube, it sucks. You guys in the chat got to help us. Send this to one person that maybe would like to bet something we're talking about today. Other than that, man, tune into the UFC, 3 o'clock, I think, Eastern, if I'm wrong. Is that right, Billy?
4 o'clock East Coast time, 3 o'clock Central. So yeah.
Damn.
You're right.
Okay, 4 o'clock East Coast time. Tune into the UFC right here on Pub Sports Radio. Go to pubsportsradio.com. Sign up for the free competition. You could win $100. And let's all get paid today, man. Thank you, guys.
Drop your dimes on the court, it's all about the hoops. Daby, Cabin, Dutch boy, fresh got the scoop. Bet your bucks on the game, make your heart loose. Listening to Puff Sports Radio, feel the truth. Let's go. In the city where winners never lose the roots. Spotlights on us, yeah, we remain aloof. Cash flow, dreams glow, we aim to prove. Our hustle and grind, watch us all improve. Sports Radio, you got the line. That's the 4-5, we redefine. The moves on live, that's our sign.